Hello?
Hello.
All right. Hey, having problems already. I hope my sound is working. I hope everything's good. I think I got flying critters, everybody, and I'm sorry about that, but oh my goodness, that's what happens when you're in the jungle. Okay. But before I get going, I want to welcome everybody here. Footwater. Hey, good to see you here, Footwater. Welcome. Jolynn, good to see you here. We got Fake Human. Good to see you here. I'm losing light as I speak. There we go. Footwater, Fake Human. Who else here? Jenna Morton. I hope my sound is working now. Does it sound good? Everything sound good? Everything working? Okay. Jolynn. Okay. Before I get going, I just want to say today's live stream brought to you by Iced Caramel Salted Latte. Okay. This is UCC brand. This is made in Malaysia. So I don't know if you can find it where you are. I don't know if it's going to be available at your local grocery. But it's really good. That's what I'm having right here. Of course, it says iced, but I use hot water and I drink it hot, and it's so good. Okay, so I hope everybody's watching. I hope the yes, absolutely, Fake Human. That's what we got going. Anybody who's in a cult, people who are in there trying to get out, if you're in one of these online cults, and you're trying to get out and you're watching, that's good. You came to the right place. I got some stuff about demons and people that think that people are demons. Okay, that's not normal. Okay, this is not normal. This is not normal. Okay, to call people demons, demonic. I remember I did that once. When I was first reading Bhagavad Gita and getting into maybe the first canto of the Bhagavatam, and I was working at the public access, and it just kind of like, because you start talking like a devotee. I mean, there comes a point where you're not a devotee and you become a devotee, right? So at one point I said something about something being demonic or demonic. I don't know. It just slipped out. Because that's what I was saying that so much, around my Hare Krishna friends, and we talk about something and we go, oh, that's demonic, or it's demoniac, or the demons, and it was, and it was becoming so natural. Then when I was at public access, I was doing something, and I was talking to somebody, and I just slipped, and I said, "Oh, that's demonic." I said that's demonic, or something, and then I realized I said it, and the guy, he just looked at me. He said demonic, and I was like, well, You know, it was, it was so funny. He looked at me like I was nuts. And then I kind of like backtracked and I was like, oh, you know, it was so funny. It was so funny. And I'm sure that, you know, maybe some of you out there, some of you ex-devotees remember a time when you were becoming, when you were becoming a devotee and you like showed, you showed you're crazy. You inappropriately showed you're crazy. Hey, Dr. T, glad to see you came back. You did return, actually. Good to see you. Hey, Howard Johnson, good to see you, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm enjoying my coffee. I like my coffee hot. If it's not hot, I like coffee. Coffee's gotta be hot. And what I do is I forget it and it gets warm and then I don't want to drink it. As it does. Okay, so so the demons, okay? This is one of the things that keeps people in is this fear because people are brainwashed and the idea of being a demon or being demonic or demoniac, blooping, going into the material world and becoming a demon or doing demonic things. It's just Yamaduttas coming to take you to drag you off to the hellish planets. I mean that, and I know it sounds crazy, but it now that I'm out and I'm watching a lot of this stuff and reading a lot of this stuff, it's so and I don't mean to I don't want to offend anybody with their religion, but this cult stuff, this mind manipulation, and the God man worship, and being all fanatical, it's very childish. The fanaticism, and I'm not talking about just being a religious person, believing in God, being a Christian or whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this cult fanaticism, whether it's Mormonism or whether it's Hare Krishna or it's a Buddhist cult or a Hindu cult or a Christian cult or a Rajneesh or whatever. This the whole way that the manipulation works. It almost brings the human mind to this like almost a childish level of boogeymen and magic and demons and shape shifting and flying monkeys and all kinds of these weird things. Okay. What was going on? Always walking on eggshells around those goddamn cosplaying devotees. All these rules and etiquette. Yeah, and if if you break one, oh man, your devotional life can be ruined. Your mad elephant offense. They rip up your Bhakti Lata Bij or whatever, and a Vaishnav aparat, and this aparat, and Guru aparat, and he didn't have that dream. I did. Yeah. Okay, so okay, yeah, that guy's melting down. And I'm showing his videos, just letting him talk because he accused me of not letting him talk. And I let him talk. And everybody can see for themselves how fucking insane he is. The guy's a fucking babbling nutcase. Okay, but I want to get to. Okay, so first I just did as I do, a preliminary search, kind of just to kind of get things going, to see what track to go, what street to go down, what avenue to take, okay, what path this is going to go. And so after doing some preliminary research, just a little bit, like just scratch the surface, just a little scratch. You know, it says here, on the Google page, firmly believing that specific people are literally demons is frequently a sign of a serious mental illness, specifically a clinical delusion. Okay, that's and doesn't that just make sense? Doesn't that make sense? You know, you can think, hey, you can believe. I think that you can. You know, there's evil people in the world. There's evil people that belong behind bars, away from society, because you know they're eating people and you know violating people and killing people, whatever. Right? Okay. But thinking that people are demons, that that this person's a demon, it's coming, and he's against God, and he's against me because I speak about God, so he's a demon, or all these people are demons. And to believe it, and to like, it's not just a what do you call it? You know, it's not just a stereotype, or is this a generalization, or these people are bad. No, these people believe that there's demons. There's Yamaduttas, and there's demons, and there's Sisupals that need their heads cut off. These people are delusional. Okay, these people are delusional. It says here. While spiritual, religious, or cultural beliefs about the existence of demons are normal and widespread, the literal, unshakable belief that a real person standing in front of you is a demon usually points to an underlying psychiatric condition. Okay? Thinking that there's demons, or that these demons are going to come and drag you away at the time of death. These Yamaduttas are going to come and they're going to drag you to the hellish planets. You know, it's not normal. It's just not. It's boogeyman. It's okay. It's worse than that. And look, if you don't believe, if you say, well, I don't mean that he's really a demon. Well, then say it. But if you think I'm a demon, you know, and I got horns, whatever, you know, obviously that's what you think. You think I'm a demon. You keep saying it. You're freaking you're insane. Okay? Well, when this belief presents an unshakable conviction that persists despite evidence to the contrary, it is classified as a persecutory religious or somatic delusion. It is most commonly associated with schizophrenia, a condition where individuals frequently experience religious delusions or hallucinations. They may perceive people's faces or behaviors as demonic due to disrupted sensory processing. What am I doing that's so demonic? I mean, come on. Reading Prabhupada's books? Letting this guy talk? Showing Knitting Cult Lady? Showing her videos? Exposing this guy as a narcissistic, dreaming douchebag? That makes me a demon? This guy's mentally ill. I'm telling you. Severe mania. Severe manic episodes can feature psychotic elements, leading to grandiose or paranoid beliefs about supernatural entities. Supernatural entities. Demons eating the moon. All kinds of weird shit. What are you saying here? I'm sorry, what? It's 15th century cow and plow technology and philosophy. Absolutely, that's what I say. Since early 1900s, and discovery of other galaxies shows Vedic cosmologies are bullshit. Yeah, it's cow and plow technology and philosophy. This simple living, high thinking is bullshit. It's bullshit thinking and hard ass work and working on a farm, which is not fun. Nobody wants to work on a farm. That's why people left the farm and went to the cities friggin' 500 years ago. Nobody wanted to work on a farm. I'd rather go to the city and see if I can, make shoes or do something. I don't work on a farm, get up at crack of dawn, milk cows, feed chickens, and bale hay and do all that. Civilization progressed way beyond everybody plowing and cowing and doing, that is 5,000 years. 5,000 years ago. I mean, even 1,000 years ago, they were freaking sick and tired of that. That is so stupid. I mean, seriously, simple living, high thinking. It's a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so let me get back to this. Severe depression and with psychotic features. Extreme clinical depression can cause a person to interpret the world entirely through a lens of profound horror, evil, or dread. Okay? It goes on with what is this? The belief that modern science, medicine, technology are created by Maya, demonic people set on the destruction of the world. Remember that art plate in the Gita? Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. When I think back on it, the whole demon heads eating the moon. I mean, their philosophy seems like aren't responsible for their own actions in life either. Everything is karma, nothing. They don't have no responsibility. So they don't have any responsibility in the material world because that's all karma. And evidently, when you become a pure devotee, you can be a complete asshole, and that's okay too. Tell me that makes sense. You're in the material world. You're an asshole demon when you're in the material world, right? You're a demon. You're a demon in the material world, and then and of course you're an asshole. You're a complete asshole, a demon, right? You cuss people out, swear. You want to whatever. No, being rude, being nasty. Treating people like shit, right? That's the material world. That's a demon in the material world. But then when you become self-realized, advanced devotee, Raga Nuga Bhakta, whatever, then you're the same asshole, but now it's okay. Now it's okay. You can still be the controlling asshole, cussing, potty mouth, jerk, don't know how to treat people right, all of that. But now that's okay because hey, I'm advanced. I'm self-realized. I can be the asshole that I was in the material world. I can be that same asshole in the spiritual world. I'll just call myself Guru Dave, and then what's wrong with that?
fucker, man. You're fucked up. Motherfucker, man. Fucker, man. You're a fucking prick and asshole. I hate your fucking blasphemy, Prabhu.
You can never convince me that douchebag is anything but a douchebag. And the fact that he's got 6 knuckleheads, the fact that he's got like 6 or 7 knuckleheads that worship him, that they worship him like he's God. That it just shows me that not only is he delusional, but they're delusional too. They've got the same mental illness that he has. Yeah, I mean, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful that they're similar and they're different. They're just, it's part of human civilization that we have these stories from around the world. That's great. And yeah, hey, how you doing? Good to see you here, AJ. Awesome. Okay, so I want to get to the delusions and the demons. So here is a video, and I'm going to start off. It's a quick one. It's religious disorders and schizophrenia. Okay, so you and really, if you're in this Gorahari's group, or you know somebody who's in a group like that, or you're in a group like that, or if you're dealing with ISKCON people, narcissists, these people with their stories, and they're thinking they're advanced, and they're thinking they're this and that, you really take note. Take note of this, okay? And here we go.
Comments of my prior videos. So this has to do with religion and schizophrenia, or religion and mental illness in general. So I want to start off by saying that I completely respect if religion is a big part of your life, or a part of your life at all, and if it's helped you in your own journey with mental illness. I think it's really important to kind of separate the two a little bit though, and to understand that people who are living with schizophrenia are not possessed by the devil or by demons, and that religion has nothing to do with the occurrence of schizophrenia in individuals. There have been so many comments suggesting that I get an exorcism, or that praying will help alleviate some of my symptoms, but it's been scientifically proven that this is not the case, and that it's just a physical, biological, or medical condition. Recent evidence has even shown that schizophrenia is moving more towards classification as a brain disease rather than a mental illness, because of the alterations in the brain structure that occur. So it's just like any other disease, like Parkinson's, like heart disease, like respiratory disease, and it's completely anatomically based, and it has nothing to do with demons or possession or anything of that nature. It might be important to note that one of the types of delusions of people living with schizophrenia or psychosis are religious delusions. So religion is a really important thing for a lot of people, and so it can be really hard to kind of differentiate where religion ends and delusion begins, or vice versa. And so if you're the person who's supporting someone who's living with schizophrenia and you yourself are religious, and their delusions are of a religious nature, it can be really hard to identify what's a delusion and what is just religious spiritual belief. So basically, just to sum it up, I just want to take the time again to point out that based on scientific evidence so far, there is no evidence to indicate that schizophrenia is a result of anything to do with religion or possession or spirits or anything of that nature. So again, this is not to alienate or to diminish anybody's own religion or spirituality. I completely respect that, and think that it's incredibly valuable in terms of a person's well-being and a sense of community and that sort of thing.
Okay, so religion doesn't cause schizophrenia, but if a person is schizophrenic and they get involved with religion, especially a high control group or a cult, then that's a recipe for delusions and who knows what. Who knows what this cult is going to give you? Who knows what this cult is going to do to you if you're just a healthy, mentally healthy person that gets involved with this stuff. And it slowly starts to work on you and brainwash you. And you're not schizophrenic or have any delusions or anything like that. You're just getting involved in, like she said, just as a religion. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're, possessed by a possessed by a devil or a demon. But if you're not 100% mentally healthy, and you get mixed up with religion or a cult, specifically a cult, you could end up with some heavy duty delusions, thinking that you're a God man, thinking that people are coming to you in your dreams, thinking that, who knows what, that you're the savior of the world and that your chanting is so powerful that it's going to save people, give them liberation, give them Krishna Prem in their heart, change their lives. I mean, how delusional can you be? You got to be Charlie Manson, David Koresh, Jim Jones level delusional. That's it. And you can't convince me otherwise. I'm sorry, you just can't. You cannot. Church of Gora. We read Scholar of Back to Godhead magazine, postgraduate work. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. ISKCON will make you lose touch with reality. Yeah, it does, because you adapt their worldview. And the worldview is this Varnashram, this 10,000-year golden age, this Bengali Brahmin pornography, this Rasa Leela. When you become, your brain, seriously. This shit's been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years. This brainwashing has just been going on a one-on-one personal level, one-on-one, not a worldwide church with parades and temples in every city and books and devotees out on the streets spreading these books all over the globe with their crap. That's on another level. That's why so many people get fucked up. That's why so many kids are getting molested, so many women getting abused, so many suicides and all kinds of horrible things, and so many delusions, so many delusional people. So many delusional people. If you watch this woman, I mean, it's really sad. I mean, she's on there calling me a demon and calling me this and that, and and she's brainwashed. She's just brainwashed by this guy into calling me a demon, calling everybody a demon. She calls everybody a demon, and that is some heavy-duty brainwashing. It's delusional. It's delusional with the laughing and the crying, the manic episodes, the mania. I mean, it is off the charts. Insanity. And they're trying to explain it away. You can't not explain it. You can't explain it away. Hey, Trey Martin, good to see you here. I'm glad you're here. Try saving the world by selling books and dancing around in white and orange pajamas and washing people's feet and drinking these foot fungus smoothies and thinking that makes them so fucking great. It's the same delusion as anybody else. If you think that them washing my feet, I'm giving them mercy. I mean, come on, man. How delusional do I gotta be to think that if somebody washes my feet, they are getting closer to God? Because somebody's washing my feet, I gotta be out of my mind. Well, you know what? There's no difference between me and any of these gurus. They're getting their feet washed. Seriously, man. I mean, come on. You wash this Hugh Turvey's feet? Washing this Indra Yumna's feet? Washing this Jai Potato Head's feet? Worshipping this Gora Hari? is giving somebody love of God in their heart and the blood, and he's drinking the blood of the bloods in me. This woman is freaking out of her goddamn mind from listening to this nut. From listening to this nut. I'm telling you, from listening to this nut. They're all friggin' they're psychos. Offending the marble statues in the temple. How many times did we actually believe that they were alive and crazy? Yeah, like they were watching, like I couldn't point my feet. Oh, don't lie in front of the, shouldn't be lying anyway, but don't lie in front of the deities. Go lie outside. So stupid. Oh, man. You hate everybody in the room, yeah. If you bought into this cult, this BS cult, then you definitely have some residue. How much you've gotten out, everybody's different. But you definitely know what people are going through, I'll tell you that. I know if no matter what somebody says, like, oh, I still have a hard time with this, or I still have a hard time with that, or I know some people that were abused, or I know some whatever, I got friends and whatever. If you've come in contact with this cult, you know of some damage. And you've either recovered, you're either recovering, you've recovered, or you're in it. You're still in it. I'm sorry to say. Everyone knows, and everyone I know who is in the cult is in fucking insane. I know, absolutely, and that's why. And I knew it when I left. That's why I had to just cut it. I had to just cut them out. I didn't go back. I didn't do anything. I never talked to anybody because I knew they were insane. I knew they were insane. Foot fungus smoothies, yeah, for foot fungus smoothies for everybody. Yeah, all these. I'm telling you, man, that it's I don't buy it. Okay, let me get to the next video because there's some good videos here about delusions. Oh, and I wanted to say this. So this guru guy, this guy, this dreaming douchebag. Where is he?
He didn't have that dream. I did.
So he's talking shit about. He was talking shit about, of course, about the women on my webpage. He was talking shit about the women on my webpage, and lo and behold, who pops up? And he's really angry at this knitting cult lady because she got his number. She called him out. She knows exactly who he is without even knowing who he is. And boy, he doesn't like her. If Prabhupada was humble, he wouldn't have stolen and hogged the best couch in the room for himself. That's funny. Footwater, that's funny. So, this guy he's complaining about the women on my webpage. And so, look who popped up talking about this exact thing. And it's the knitting cult lady herself. And I just love her attitude when it comes to putting these people in their place. She's so good at it. Hey, let me see if I can get this going here.
So I made a video about pissing off the bros with my cleavage, essentially, and my shimmies. And people very much want to understand why. And I guess they're not familiar with the bros. I didn't mean men or all guys. I meant the bros. Insecure, generally conservative men lose their minds when a lady's got her tits out. In fact, if we look at the history of colonialism, we can pretty much see that it's a bunch of white men going around the world telling mostly black and brown women to put their shirts on. Even the British even made laws about it in India. And in my opinion, that's because you can't say nothing to a woman when she's got her tits out. Have a day. Free the titties to piss off some bros today. Call it what you want to, call it what you want to. We're not listening to any of you anymore. And it's driving you fucking crazy.
She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. It drives them crazy. You know, unless they're 12 years old, 11, 12 years old. You know, they don't like grown women. They want them young. They want them 11, 12 years old. They don't want full grown thinking women. They want little girls. They don't want this. This scares them. A woman like this scares them. It scares a devotee. A mature, grown woman who's not afraid to shake her titties in public or shake her titties on you. They can't know that. They want Lolita that they can control and manipulate, and Radhe and Janaki. That's what they want. And these little girls, all the Indra Yumna with all his little women. You know, he wants to control them. He doesn't want women that are thinking for themselves and make decisions for themselves. He can't stand her because she's got his number. And otherwise, why has he got a problem with her if she's not right about everything she says? He can't stand her, making fun of her, and she just puts him in his place. Like, what's your problem, dude? She is amazing. She's absolutely amazing. You can't. Those of us that have been in cults, you can't tell us anything. You can't tell this woman anything. She was in the Children of God. It's like her grandfather was like one of the main guys in the Church of the Children of God, and like the main pedophile guy. You know, it's like telling her, "Oh, well, you were, you just were in the wrong circle of people in that cult. You were hanging out with the wrong ones. You should have been hanging out with the right people. You know." It's fucking, what an idiot. Yeah, she is. She's just amazing. She's just amazing. Okay, okay, so that's Needing Cult Lady. I really think she is amazing. So here's a video. I haven't watched this one either, but again, it's demons and mental health, and I don't know if it's people who think they're demons or people who think there are demons. I don't know, but I'm gonna watch it, and we're gonna see what this is about. Let me. Oh, hold on.
Question from the community is one of the top voted questions. Do you think it's a possibility that there may be actual negative entities outside ourselves that influence us, causing us to fall into emotional flashbacks, rumination, depression, anxiety, etc.? I've been studying the work of Jerry Marzinski, who has found that the voices psychotic patients hear are not just hallucinations, which is, how did he find that? Did he hear them? Which is fascinating and very compelling. I know you've had personal experience yourself with this, Richard, or I wouldn't ask. Thanks. It's interesting that you asked this question now. Yesterday, as I was driving through Bevington, not because I wanted to, but because I live there and I'm from there and my family are from there. I was having a think about Jung and how at certain points in his life, he started to talk about actual external entities that were demonic or angelic beyond a Western psychological model of what we would normally say, not archetypes, not manifestations of the unconscious, but actual demonic entities or actual angelic entities. And I was having a think about this, and I was like, without wanting to be facetious, from a certain point of view, it actually doesn't matter, because if that is your experience, that is your experience. And I don't know what's external. I don't know that your name is Beauty Way Tarot. I don't know that you're external to me. I can't know that you're external to me. I could be, if this was a film, I could be in a coma somewhere, and they're just keeping my brain alive by making me live a weird, intricate, nuanced virtual reality simulation that keeps us the synapse, that keeps us, speak English here, keeps us for the precious, keeps us my synapses going whilst they're waiting for medical technology to advance enough to actually fix the brain damage that I got in the car accident in 100 years in the future. I don't know what's external and what's internal. You don't know either. None of us can really know, because the amount of input I'm getting is kind of limited from the external environment, and it's also being distorted, deleted, and generalized by my ego, by my preferences, by my physiological state that I'm in. So then at another level, if I'm being philosophical, I would say, is it useful for me to believe that they're external entities or not? And what are the consequences of the external entities if I do believe that? In A Cult of One, which is my book, I tell the story of going to Malaysia, of saying that I'd been told that I'd been cursed with Bomo magic, which is Malaysian magic, and going to Malaysia to find a Sufi shaman to undo the Bomo magic, which then led to a series of experiences that were very far outside of my normal subjective experience. So, but there's bits of the story that I didn't tell for brevity's sake, and bits that got edited. So for those of you who haven't read the book, I met a Malaysian Sufi shaman. I told him the Bomo magic spell that had been done to me, and he agreed with me. And then he tested me by having me shoot a bow and arrow and took me on as a student. And then he said, when I take you on as a student, I can help you. I will pray for you. We'll lift the magic spell that's been done to you, but in return, you have to promise to fight the demons of the apocalypse. Now, as far as I know, all of that is real, and all of that really happened. As far as I can know, that I'm in this room and there's a camera in front of me and there's a light there and I have like a navy blue. I know it the same way I know that. Is it possible that this is all a simulation? Yes, but beyond that, I know that. What happened next, I don't know. Because then he said, I am going to start teaching you in your dreams. And that night, he started teaching me in my dreams. And everything that he said he would do, he did. And the dreams were not just dreams. These were like ultra vivid visions of me passing an initiation process.
Wow, this guy's really getting into it. I got to hear what comes next.
Process of being tested and then of being sent on various missions to fight the demons of the apocalypse through the 7 heavens so it was somewhere between Christian law and Islamic law, because in Islam there aren't demons, but there could be jinn who are evil jinn, but there are 7 heavens. So what happened was which part of the story is internal and which part of the story is external? Which part of the story is verifiable, objective reality, and which is maybe I was just like a middle-aged man going through a psychotic break, and I met somebody who was like part shaman but part psychologist, who knew that I needed a narrative for recovery, and he just gave me one because that's what he does when he heals people. Okay, fine. Add to that story though, years before I did Silat, which is a Malaysian martial arts style, under an instructor whose name is Chris Parker. And he was only allowed to achieve a certain degree of proficiency within Silat under his Malaysian instructor because he's a devout Christian. And if he wouldn't recite the Shahada and revert to Islam, then they couldn't take him any further in his Silat training. So I trained under Chris a number of times, not many times, maybe like 5 or 6 times, but those 5 or 6 times had a profound impact on how I did martial arts and on how I taught martial arts. One day, after many years of knowing him, after a decade of knowing him, I was in a conversation with him in his garage where he teaches people. And I said, how did your teacher teach you? And he said, my teacher in Malaysia, when I went to Malaysia, never physically taught me any of these movements. And I was like, what, mate? And he said, no, he only taught me in my dreams. He only showed me the physical movements in my dreams. Again, I don't know what's external and internal here because Chris could have been telling me a story. This happened before I went to Malaysia, by the way. So the idea of being taught things in your dreams is not on my sphere of reality.
Is, you know, so I guess this guy, you gotta watch the rest of the video if you want to know what happened about this guy's dream, about his friend who had got taught in his dreams. It sounds a lot like this Gora guy who's Gora was telling his group that psychiatric professionals are actually converting their patients to cult belief. My dentist is a cult leader too. Yeah, I mean the guy's collapsing. The guy's collapsing. There are thousands of scammers in martial arts. Yeah, there's scammers everywhere, man, and that's the thing is that people don't realize it. As you go through life, you will find out that there's scammers everywhere. There's fake dentists. There's fake everything. There are people that go to get liposuction or they go to get Botox or whatever, and they're not even real doctors doing that shit. And there's fake everything. And people having dreams, people teaching martial arts in their dreams. Evidently, you can teach kung fu in your dreams. I think this guy, if you watch the rest of the video, he's going to explain, he's going to come around. But it just goes to show you what you can accomplish in your dreams. You can even do martial arts in your dreams. Here, I got another good video. Here we go. Because that one was going to go on for a long time, and I couldn't keep it up. This one is much shorter. Let me give you. No, I already closed it out. Hold on. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tracy Marks, and I make mental health education videos. Today, I'm talking about delusional disorder and how it's different from schizophrenia. Delusional disorder is very different from schizophrenia. The only thing that they have in common is the presence of delusions. Schizophrenia is delusions plus hallucinations, disorganized thoughts and behaviors, and other cognitive or thinking problems. A delusion is a fixed false belief, and despite evidence that goes against what you believe, you still believe it. So it's what we call a tightly held belief. Delusions can be a part of other psychotic experiences like mania, depression, and substance intoxication or withdrawal. The delusions you see in schizophrenia tend to be bizarre in nature, whereas the delusions you get with delusional disorder are non-bizarre and possible. An example of a bizarre delusion is believing that our insides are being replaced while we sleep. A non-bizarre delusion is believing that a famous person is in love with you. It's probably really unlikely, but it's possible. The main criteria for delusional disorder is that you have a delusion that lasts at least 1 month. And there are certain personality disorders where people can experience very short.
Okay, so look, if you're delusional, if your delusion that God is talking to you or that a dead guy came to you in a dream and made you a guru, and you've been believing this for like 40 years. You've had this delusion for 40 years. For 40 goddamn years, you've had this friggin' dream.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
You're fucking insane, okay? That is beyond that's insanity. And I'm not a doctor, but I play one on my live stream. That's insanity, okay? She just said if it goes on for more than a month, you got a problem. This guy has been dreaming he's a guru for the last 40 fucking years. 40 years. I just wanted to clarify. I first heard of this Gaurahari guy when I was in Vrindavan in 96. In 1996, I met these two guys that said they were followers of this Gaurahari guy. I didn't know who this Gaurahari guy was. I didn't ever heard his name. I never saw a picture of him. I didn't know nothing. But I met these two guys, and they were in Vrindavan. They didn't have neck beads on. They didn't have any beads, but they were going to the temple, and they were kind of, I don't know. They were kind of hippie-ish. They were kind of like hippies. I think they were definitely hippies. They had hash and some other, I don't know what other drugs they had, but they were running around Vrindavan like this is the thing. Like now it makes sense. I explained this a couple nights ago, but I guess my mic was off. They were running around. They knew my friend, so I met them through my friend, and so they were asking me because I was like a devotee. I had a shaved head, a sika, and the whole thing, and they were just running around. Like they were like, you know, I don't know, like they were hippies. But they were like into Gora. They kept talking about this Gaurahari guy. And I was like, who's this Gaurahari guy? Because they were like, we're going to go to the temple and we're going to go chanting and Prabhupada and Gaurahari. And they kept telling me about, oh, you're in ISKCON, you're in ISKCON. And that was it. And I didn't know who this guy was. I didn't know who he was at all, but I met these two guys, and I thought they were kind of cool, but they weren't devotees. They were more like I get like hippies, I guess. I don't know. My one Buddhist Aikido teacher told me that someday I could drop people to the ground with just power of mind. That's when I left his dojo, getting punched in the face while I'm trying to mind meld. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's like going to a dentist and he goes, I'm going to pull your tooth out with my mind. You're going to pull my tooth out with your mind? Okay. He's like, okay, lean back. Okay, open your mouth, say, ah. And I want to pull your tooth out with my mind. I want to mind meld your tooth. Is okay. Let me get back to this. Let me get back to this woman here. I gotta fix my computer here.
Short-term psychotic experiences that last minutes to hours. And you can see this with paranoid personality disorder and borderline personality disorder. You can watch more about these disorders in my personality disorders playlist. But those very short, transient psychotic experiences would not be considered a delusional disorder. There's 6 types of delusions and delusional disorders.
If you're having these delusions for 40 years or 9 years, if you're delusional thinking that this guy is giving you love of God for 9 years, you're thinking that you've got his blood inside you and his blood is the blood of God and it gives you ecstatic whatever, and you believe this with every you know, you say you believe it with every fiber of your being, whatever, and and you're delusional in thinking that you're saving the world with your chanting, or you're saving the world, giving liberation with your whatever, and you've been thinking this for 40 years. You're delusional. I don't care if you're Hugh Turvey, you're Harvard dumbass, you're Jayapataka, you're Indrasyumna Swami, Lokanath. You're fucking delusional. You're goddamn delusional, and I'm saying it. And I'm not a doctor, but I'm saying it.
Disorder. First, there's erotomanic type. This is when you believe that someone is in love with you. And we sometimes see this kind of delusion in people who stalk. They're following or contacting the person because they believe the person wants their contact. And the person on the other end is creeped out by it and doesn't understand why the stalker won't just leave them alone. Now, not every stalker is delusional, but some can be. Next is grandiose type. With this,
Can you imagine being this? Can you imagine being this Radhe person, and you just want to get out of this cult, and this guy keeps popping up on your phone, on your computer, interrogating you, wanting to know, well, why don't you want to come to class? Do you want to be here? Tell Mike that you want to be here. Can you imagine what she goes through with this shit? It's gotta drive her friggin' insane. The delusions of this guy. It's gotta be hell to be around this guy.
delusion, you believe that you have a great talent or insight that people just haven't discovered yet, or you're on the verge of a big discovery. And you might be working on something big, but there's something about it that just doesn't add up enough, and that's why it's undiscovered or unrecognized. But you'll say it's unrecognized because the right people haven't been exposed to it. Another way that this can look is,
oh my God, that's exactly what they all say. They all say that it's a small gate, no one can fit through, and everybody's a demon, and only a few people will find it, and nobody's really finding it. It's up to you. It's the mission, and you got to go out there and you got to save these souls because they don't know, they haven't heard the word, and if they only heard the word, then it was just, everything would be great, and oh my goodness, and it's just, you guys, it's just, oh, it's, here's a Swami going live now. Sri Chaitanya. Do you have the link? We could watch. If you have the link, put the link up, and I'll put it up. Give me the link, and we'll watch it. We'll watch it live right now.
You believe that you're a prominent figure like Jesus, and that the person that we thought was Jesus was just an imposter. Religious themes often get pulled into the grandiose type of delusions. The third type is somatic. It involves delusional beliefs about body functions or sensations. And the most common beliefs are the following: that you emit a foul odor, you're infested by insects in your skin, you have a parasite in your body, or the parts of your body are not functioning. And believe it or not, these really are kind of the standard ones. There's other kinds of somatic delusions people can have, but these themes seem to repeat themselves. And people with these delusions end up with a lot of doctor's appointments to get the problem that they.
The delusion of thinking that one is spiritually advanced, and therefore they're laughing and crying uncontrollably because they're hearing some friggin' words. That is insanity. That is delusional. It's borderline psychotic. It's borderline schizophrenic. I'm telling you, when you combine all of these things, the God man, the speaking with God, all of these crazy things, the dancing. I can dance, and my dancing my dancing is liberating people from material nature, and just washing my feet. If you wash my feet and drink the water, you become perfect. Tell me that's not delusional. If you're drinking that water, think how delusional you are, or you were. and how delusional these people are to do that. And how delusional do you got to be to sit there and have people wash your feet because you think that you have some power to save people from something with your foot wash. That the water off my feet can save you. You tell me that's not goddamn delusional.
Think they have evaluated. A fourth type is jealous type, and with this, the person believes that their partner is unfaithful. They may see minor things like you having disheveled clothing as evidence of the infidelity. A fifth type is persecutory. With this type, the person feels that they're being conspired against, spied on, or poisoned. The person also may feel like someone or some entity is holding them back from achieving a certain goal. These last two that I just mentioned may sound very similar to a person with paranoid personality disorder, and I talked about that disorder in this video. The person with paranoid personality, though, has a lot more going on than having these specific concerns.
I believe that they have that too. This idea that they have to chant in order to keep the demons away and to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and the mercy of Radharani and all of this stuff. Otherwise, their lives, they wouldn't be able to get through their day. They wouldn't be able to get through their day. It's delusional. This shit is delusional. Poor Radhe. Poor Radhe. She's too old to leave her husband. Yeah, I don't expect her to leave her husband. I don't really want her to leave her husband. I want her to have a happy marriage with her husband of 30 friggin' years. That's what I want. And I know that she can't have that as long as her and her husband are messed up with this guy. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. She can't just walk away. I know. It's just. I know. She can't just walk away. But if you can just walk away.
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
Here's a Swami going live now. Sri Chaitanya Sangha. Well, let me see if I can pull that up. Let's see. Is it live right now? Here it is. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, is this Tripurari? Here we go. This is scammer of all scammers, man. Scammers of all scammer. Let's see what he's doing. Scamming motherfucker. Here we go.
There can progress even within Vaikuntha. If one goes there for praying, then right there's not this following in the same way. It doesn't mean that the guru won't be there. As far as Lakshmi goes, I mean, it's just the story is there to make the point that she had a sthayi bhav, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change. This is her position, and the story is there to underscore what is the path to attain that particular type of bhakti for those who have that.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. So it's not that we should take like everything literal from that story, that it's just different emphasis there in the story of Lakshmi Devi. It doesn't mean that she doesn't have to have a guru or something like that. No.
You know, it's the same. It's the same crap. It's the exact same crap as Gorahari, as Harvard dumbass, as Indra Yumna. It's the same shit. It's a bunch of cosplaying fucking freaks. Goddamn cosplaying freaks.
Of course, no, of course not. This is a story to make certain points to us. Mm-hmm. The story is there to make certain points. It's the scripture takes a license to make a point through an illustration. Mm-hmm. Even Lakshmi desires that, finds that attractive. Let's put it like that. Even finds the Braj Leela attractive, but she can never go there. She's chased to Narayan. She has her study above.
You know, you're gonna tell me this guy deserves worship. This guy, I mean, seriously, man, seriously, this guy deserves to be worshipped like he's freaking God. Like he's a devotee, like he's important. Has the whole world gone friggin' crazy?
Has the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
All right, what else? Any other question?
Yeah, there's a few more questions, Guru Maharaj. You like to take another one? So it's from Gauravani in North Carolina. And he asks, he says, Dandavat Pranams, Guru Maharaj. By way of explaining what Uttama Bhakti is not, please contrast it with the various forms of Mishra Bhakti, such as Bhakti Mishra Yoga and Bhakti Mishra Jnana. In particular, can you please describe the differences in the goals or results of Mishra Bhakti, any sampradayas who follow these paths, or sections of the Bhagavatam that describe these paths as a point of comparison to Uttama Bhakti? Finally, what are some ways of thinking that we might recognize in ourselves that may represent Mishra Bhakti and therefore a misunderstanding of Uttama Bhakti?
Well, that's a detailed question. I think that it's important to note at the onset that the Uttama Bhakti taught by Rupa Goswami has three phases: sadhana, bala, and prem. Now, in the stage of sadhana, it should be obvious that the devotees have material desires and anarthas.
There's more bullshit. I just
No! I can't take anymore. I've had it with you.
What I do.
Does that mean that their devotion is mixed and not uttam? No, it's a question of orientation. So in uttam bhakti, one performs bhakti for the pleasure of Krishna.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
So he may be a sadhaka of uttam bhakti, perform our bhakti for the pleasure of Krishna, rather than perform bhakti for something else. Mishra bhakti means performing bhakti for something else. And there are different types, right? So if you take bhakti, if you take dhyan as a path and you mix...
Hell! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
That can result in sayuja.
It's like, yeah, absolute word jugglery. Word jugglery as, you know, it's... And, oh, where's Mike? There you go. And word jugglery, and as Prabhupada used to say, and Prabhupada was a word juggler himself. You know, Prabhupada was really good at it, though. He would say, he would juggle words around and shit, and you didn't know what you thought he was like, wow, you know. But it's just, let me over explain something so it sounds complicated and I sound really smart. What the fuck is he? It's mental sludge. It is. It's it's mental sludge. It so is.
Mukti. If you take Gyan or Bhakti,
None of them do.
Gyan,
None of them do.
that can result in Shantarasa. And Shantarasa is not necessarily fixed like the other rasas. Like Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. There's no like progression. You take
seriously.
Dasya and then Sakya.
Yeah, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Listening to him, listening to Tripurari, listening to this Tripurari idiot, is no different than listening to this friggin' Gaurahari, Tripurari, Gaurahari, Dummarari, Stupid Ari. They're all the same Aris. It's the same Ari over and over again. Ari after Ari after Ari. Dumb Ari, man. Stupid Ari. Tripurari. Gaurahari. Dumb Ari. Fucking delusional Ari. Schizophrenia Ari. All these Aris, man. And mental illness Ari. I mean, fucking A, man. It's the same shit. It's the same crap. I can't believe it.
Now, someone may have a swabha for that, but it seems less likely. And there is opportunity within Vaikuntha to arrive there, but not have arrived fully at one's destination and progress towards it. So, for example, one can do bhakti mixed with karma.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
And that means that we also for lower happiness and so forth. But rather than having heavenly results, it can result in salokya, attaining the planet of
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the Hara. Just walk away.
It just goes on and on. There's no end. There's no end. There's no end to the delusions. There's no end to the delusions. Guru Ma, good to see you here. So good to see you here, man. They're just yabba dabba doing, yabba dabba do. Man, it's just a bunch of friggin'.
Just walk away.
Just walk away.
There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the Hara. Just walk away.
Okay, I gotta show you a little bit of this guy. I don't know. Maybe I won't show this guy. Okay, let me show you this guy, because again, this guy's talking about MAGAs, the MAGA cult. But it basically, all cults are the same, and he realizes all cults are the same. But I want to catch you. This is real short. I want to get to this guy here. Let me see. Let me make sure everything's going right. Okay. So what's wrong with my computer?
Why the Trump cult thinks like children do. There's a psychological reason for that. Before age 11, the human brain can't think abstractly. It processes the world in concrete terms. One cause, one villain, one answer. This is a developmental stage most people grow out of. But most people aren't Trump supporters. Psychologist Jamie Lugiri at Yale University studied what happens when you shift people between concrete and abstract thinking and then measure their political beliefs. What he found was wild. He found that when conservatives are thinking concretely, they are significantly more intolerant than liberal people are. They're more tribal, more hostile to anyone outside their group. Psychologists call this construal level theory. It measures how the brain shifts between concrete and abstract thinking. But when researchers force conservatives into abstract thinking, basically the way adults think, that lack of tolerance disappeared completely. Political orientation stopped predicting intolerance. This prejudice was not a deeply held belief. It was just a setting. It only existed when conservative brains were operating at the level of a child. But here's the problem. Conservatives don't shift into abstract thinking on their own. Researchers had to force them into abstract thinking. Without that push from the researchers, conservatives' default thinking mode is that of a young child. Listen to that again. Unless someone forces them to think abstractly, they never think like an adult.
And that's what a lot of these people that get caught up in cults, you get caught up in this cult, and you get stuck in this magical thinking, the us and them, concrete. It's either good or bad. It's us, and you're either a devotee or you're a karmi. You're either a good person or a bad person. You're either in the three modes of material nature or you're transcendental to the three modes of material. There's no in between. You're either this or you're that. It's either up or down. You're either with us or you're against it. You're either distributing books or you're not. Everything is so concrete. There's no nuance. There's no, well, maybe I don't feel like it today. No, what are you talking about? It's like when I was in Vrindavan and I was sick. And I was like, I'm not getting up at 4:30. Oh, well, fuck, you must be a demon then. I got to get my own room. What the fuck? You can hold your horses, buddy. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, absolutely, it's the end of the world to them. You're either with me, you're against me. You're either a devotee going to Mangalartik, or you're a karmi that doesn't go to Mangalartik. There's no in between. There's no you're getting a day off because you went yesterday and you don't feel it. What do you mean you don't feel like it? So many delusional freaks in this world. The brainwash is beyond real in this rigged cult. It is. It really is. And like when you get out of it, it becomes almost unbelievable. It becomes like, how was I in that? How was I like this friggin' these Gorahari people? How was I thinking that this Prabhupada was some unreachable, unteachable, uncritical, like you can't criticize him, you can't question him, it's offensive, and you got to touch his feet and throw flowers at his statue? I mean, they got me believing that shit. I don't know how, but they did it. They did it. I know, cow and plow worldview. It's just gods are in charge at the top of the crop, and if you don't worship, you don't get the rain. You don't get rain. If you don't worship the demigod, it's not going to rain. I mean, I know these guys, he makes no sense, just repeating it, just and I don't even think Tripurari could answer that question. I think that answer was a little bit much for Tripurari. I mean, maybe he can answer it or not, but I think he was like, oh man, I don't want to answer this. This is like a 6-part question. Can you explain the different paths of Mishra Bhakti and this Bhakti, and compare and contrast the 12 modes of this, and how each path can take 4 different ways, and can you explain each way 12 different times? It's like, what am I? Is this the Atmaram verse? I'm going to explain the Atmaram verse 64 different ways. It's like crazy. It's so stupid. That was funny. Okay, I want to. Okay, I don't know if I want to get to this guy because. Okay, I want to get to this though. I want to get to this one. Let me back this up a little bit. So I think this might be AI, but it's still good to hear. It's still good to hear anyway. It's interesting. So here we go. And then let me hear a little bit of this.
To assume that narcissists are self-serving and vindictive individuals. Still, in reality, they are experiencing extremely low self-esteem and shame. Narcissists lean on the validation they get from other people. When they suddenly lose that supply, narcissists experience an emotional breakdown, often called a narcissistic collapse. Although there hasn't been much research regarding this matter, narcissistic collapse is an avenue for expanding our knowledge concerning narcissism. The narcissistic collapse also removes the stigma of narcissism, which people thought of as shallow. This is the chance for people to see narcissists' deep-rooted feelings, which will soon lead them to see that narcissists are.
See, I think, there I am. Okay. I think that the narcissistic collapse is what's really behind the fall down of these gurus when they run off with their girlfriend, or they run off with money, or they run off with a young girl, or they get caught with their disciple. I think it's the narcissistic collapse that's going on behind the scenes. I mean, yeah, Trivikram got caught with his 35-year-old disciple, but what really caused him to freak out is the narcissistic collapse when he was exposed as being just an ordinary guy that had sex with his he's not no pure devotee. Say, just like the same type of collapse that this Gaurahari is going through. And it's the same thing. All of these people having this narcissistic collapse. Hari Kesh running off with his girlfriend and taking $3 million and running off because he couldn't face that he wasn't who he was pretending to be. And he had to just bounce out because he was shattered. He couldn't just say, "Hey, I'm not a guru. I'm still a devotee, and I just want to be, and I'm sorry." No, he's like, later, bam, I'm out of here. I'm cleaning out my safe. I'm taking $6 million, running off with Monica or Teresa, whatever her name was. I'm running off with Monica and $6 million. Take the money and run. Rameshwar, same thing. He got caught with a 13-year-old girl, and we just think, oh, it was a fall down, and he found out. He went through my theory is that these guys go through a whole narcissistic collapse. These narcissistic people, gurus who think that they're God or they're God man or that they're the sum total of the demigod, or there's some pure devotee who's getting his feet washed. All of a sudden, gets caught with a 13-year-old. He gets caught with that. What's really going on is that their whole facade, they're having a breakdown, a personality breakdown. It's not like they got caught shoplifting or they got caught doing something wrong and then it's their whole persona. It's like, no, you're not, you can't cosplay. You're not the guru. You're not who. That's what's really happening. Then they run off and they come back. They come slinking back because they're narcissists. They need that They need that fix. Yeah, who wants to trade their mod? I mean, yeah. I mean, especially not this any of these gurus. They want to go. They want to. These gurus don't want to live on a farm. They say they do. They say they do, but they don't. They want to go guru palooza. They want to guru palooza around to go to Rishikesh. I want to go to Rishikesh for a couple weeks, and I want to go to Jaipur for a couple weeks, and I want to go down to the south of India for a couple weeks, and then I want to go over to Mayapur for a couple of weeks, and then maybe I'll bounce over to Poland for a couple of weeks. I go to Amsterdam for a couple of weeks. Maybe I don't know. Pick a place. Let's throw a dart at a map and see. Maybe we'll go to Ireland, maybe London. Maybe we'll go swim in the river. We float my little dollies around in the river. That's what they want to do. They don't want to plow and cow. They want you and me. They want you and me to go cow and plow. And Paz's brother. And Guru Ma and all these other little kids, these little kids that we see in these temples that are up at 4 o'clock cooking. I gotta cook. I get up at 4 o'clock and I cook. I start cooking at 4 o'clock. Hey! None of them want to do that. Why should I get up at 4 o'clock, cook breakfast for the temple when I got a bunch of little kids that can do it? I'll sleep in. I'm Guru Palooza. I'm Bhakti Palooza. Why should I get up and do any work? Dude, this is what they want to do. This is what they want to do, goddamn. They don't want to cow and plow. They want this. Don't you got some flowers you can put around my neck? That's what I really want. I want some flowers. I want like a big, you got an umbrella? Have you got, and I have some flowers on my feet while I'm walking. There we go. Can we do some more of that? Can we get some more flowers on my feet? I don't know, you guys kind of losing it with the flowers on my feet. Oh, but you do got the umbrella. Okay. But here I come. I'm so important. Here I am. Yeah, more flowers. You got any more flowers? Okay. Let me do this. Let me put some flowers on the statue. And let me play with these flowers here for a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to play a little bit with that. Whoops. Yeah, he's not giving up that car. He is not giving up that car. No way. These are fucking scammers, man. And they want to say that we're envious, that we're jealous. Like we're jealous. Like we're jealous that we don't get to live in India. We don't get to live in India and get driven around the freaking Goshala in one of these. Like wow, like that's my life's goal. Like that's what I really want to do. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, man. But you know, even though I say it's so stupid, it's so harmful. It's so harmful to so many people. It just is. It just is. Let's get into some of this.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination, of imagination, of imagination, of imagination.
All right, here we go. Let me see what we got here. Royalty's the same. Royalty's the same. Yeah, that's where they get it from. That's where they get it from. Okay, let me see. Let me see what we got here. We got dip into the old mailbag here. I got a lot. I got a lot. Let's see what we got here. I'm not sure what this is, but let's take a look. It's the Krishna zone, so you never know what's going to happen. Oh.
To read Prabhupada's books is when he is claimed to have said,
Mr. Racism. Mr. There's not enough white people in the Prabhupada's movement. There's too many brown people. There's Mr. Too many brown people. There's Mr. Too many brown people. We have too many brownies. We not enough white people. We need more white people. More white people. We need more white people. Oh, what happened? I don't know. I guess it's not happening today. We need more white people, this guy.
My purports are my emotional ecstasies. You know that one?
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, an emotional ecstasy. If you really want to meet someone and know him, what greater privilege than to have a sneak preview, or not a sneak preview, have a view into what that person's emotional ecstasies are.
He wants to watch Prabhupada have an emotional ecstasy. I think that's kind of weird. I don't know. Just call me crazy. Call me crazy. But I think the whole him freaking out over this emotional ecstasy is creepy as fuck. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
There really is no other way to know Prabhupada. I mean, you can worship his Murti. There's only a few ways to really know Prabhupada. You can serve his mission, worship his Murti, read his books, and listen to his lectures. That his voice is him, and so hearing his lectures also is I would say is very important to get to know Prabhupada. One of his statements that comes to mind.
Okay, I don't know. That's weird. Okay, that's pretty weird. Okay, I think I solved that problem. Hold on, let me see. Look at it. Here I am. Nope. I'm. Hey, I'm back in India. Hey, go watch Gora's emotional. No, thank you. No, thanks. No, thanks. I don't. I don't want to.
Hell! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Okay. Yeah. Shut up, guy. Shut up, Chandrasekhar. You friggin'. This is the guy. Okay, let me just say, just in case you don't know, in case some of you just joined, if you've just joining in, if you've just joined us, this is the guy who contacted me defending child marriage. He said that child marriage is just fine. In fact, he was looking for a child bride in Mayapur. He was looking for a child bride in Mayapur. This is a grown man. This is a grown ass man. Guy's like in his 40s. This guy's like in his 40s. He was looking for a little young girl child bride in Mayapur, and then he's been accused of inappropriate behavior in the UK. That's this guy. In case you didn't know, that's who this guy is, and he's racist. He says there's not enough white people in the Hare Krishna movement. That's this guy. Okay, I just wanted to get that clear. Okay, are we clear? Are we clear?
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Are we clear? Okay. I don't know. I guess I'm still in the dark here. Am I back? Hey, I'm back again. Okay. So let's get to another. Let me get to another. Let's see what. Let's see. What is this here?
Regarding Prabhupada books, I've been reading them now for the last, I think, 15 odd years. And one thing I must say is they are by far the definitive books as far as Vaishnava philosophy goes. You have it complete, you don't need anything else, absolutely. And my personal experience with Prabhupada's books has been that it has something in it right from the novice to somebody who's been practicing for like 50 years.
Prabhupada's books, once you get out, let me just say, once you get out of the brainwashing, you get out of this movement, just like when I read the Bhagavatam on a live stream, Prabhupada's books are shit. There's nothing there. It's a bunch of gaslighting. There's nothing concrete. There's no knowledge. There's no knowledge in there that you can use in life to make your life any better, happier, anything. It's a bunch of just gaslighting and manipulation and spiritual blackmail, and it's spiritual blackmail. He highlights your spirit. He hijacks your spiritual life, your love of God. You're wanting to progress on a spiritual path. He hijacks it. He hijacks your faith in God and turns it into faith in Him. And I say, fuck him. And fuck these gurus. And fuck this guy. Causing so much damage to so many innocent people with his bullshit, with his brainwashing, with his bhakti yoga crap. It doesn't do anything for anybody except cause harm. It causes harm to children, to women, children, men, everybody. So many suicides, so many abused women, so many abused children. You sit there and talk about how Prabhupada's books are so great when it's nothing but friggin', it's a tragedy. It is a friggin' tragedy, this cult. You can't tell me there's a little kid getting his teeth knocked out. What did he ever do? What did that little kid do to get his teeth knocked out and never get them fixed? He went through his whole life with no teeth because some fucking asshole guru prick knocked his teeth out when he was 7 years old. And his father and the cult, and nobody ever did anything about it. They just let him live his life with no teeth. With no teeth. His own dad. Because his dad was a Hare Krishna. And I don't know why his dad didn't get him any teeth. You'd think his dad would have got him some teeth. Okay, his dad didn't get him any teeth. I can't explain. I cannot explain it. There's a group of prick Norse cosplaying white nationalists on YouTube called the Asatru Folk Assembly that will compete with the same trash fuckery as ISKCON. I don't know anything about them, but it sounds like trash to me. Let me tell you. They're not lofty at all. It's not. It's really not. I mean, if you don't know anything about Hinduism or know anything about, you'd barely even know where India is, but you know the idea of India, Taj Mahal, if that kind of spikes your interest or something, and you get a hold of Prabhupada's books and you start reading them, I can see how that will take somebody down that friggin' rabbit hole, that culty rabbit hole. Absolutely. People get involved in it and they start seeing all this shit like what's behind me, Loy Bazaar, and and end up like this guy. wasting your life. Friggin' guy is such a dreamer, man. The guy is.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. And that's what I mean. This guy's brain's so messed up. He's talking about Prabhupada's books, distributing Prabhupada's books. Doesn't even know how. I mean, he does know. He's got to know. He can't be that dumb. He's got to know how horrible this cult is. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
If you see somebody who's crazy and you don't realize they're crazy, then you're fucking crazy.
They don't care, man. They just don't give a fuck. They don't care about women. They don't care about their kids. They don't care about their wives. They don't care about their families. They don't care about shit. These are fucking disgusting people. I'm sorry. They just are, man. They just are. I mean, listen to this.
You're a fucker, man. You're fucked up. Motherfucker, man. Fucker, man. How you're a fucking prick and asshole. I hate your fucking blasphemy, Prabhu.
Okay, let's see. Oh, what's this? Let's see. Let's look at these nuts. I got some more wackos here. See, I bring you the wackos and show you the wackos so you don't have to. So you don't have to.
I can dance. Yay. Sing it with me, and then you'll know. Yay. You go, lady. Yay.
Maha. You like to speak that? I like to talk that.
मंगल आरतीला या 4:30 वाजता ज्यांना ज्यांना मंगल आरतीला येतात त्यांना माळा फ्री बरं का तर सर्वजणांनी आपल्या जीवनातील मंगल करायचं असेल काही विघ्न असतील काही हे असतील.
You know, like again, I just gotta say, I gotta say, it's just if it's fun, it's fun. It's no different than a drum circle. People having a drum circle, people having a camp out, people having a campfire and singing songs, people going to a rave, people going to a Woodstock or any kind of, you know, Lollapalooza, whatever. This is no different. This is no different. The delusion, the harm is brainwashing people into thinking that this is some kind of spiritual thing and that somehow this is saving them for the material, saving them, liberation, Krishna Prem, love of God. Like it's anything but what it looks like. Like it's anything but some nuts pulling up with a cart with some ox. I mean, that's what it is. Okay, that's what it really is. You know, it's a nighttime rave with some wackos with a cart with some bulls, and everybody's having a good time. There's nothing. Nobody's going back to Godhead. Nobody is, you know, having ecstatic symptoms. There's no love of God. I mean, if you want to call it love of God, go ahead. But that would be like me. That'd be like me. That'd be like me going to a drum circle, and everybody's jumping around in the drum circle, and everybody's having a great time in the drum circle, and I start yelling about how this is love of God. This is love of God. This is I'm talking to God right now, and He's telling me how this is. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. I don't know what happened. I guess I was having some internet problems. I'm back though. Pious, one of my most hated words. Transcendental is another. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So that's what I'm saying. This is no different than just than a drum circle. Hey, R2D2. R2 beep boop beep boop. How you doing there, R2D2? Good to see you. I'm glad you came back. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you can leave a comment down below, tell me which is your favorite video or something. Just leave a comment, man. It really helps a lot. I can't tell you how much it helps. I don't know. I gotta update this software. Something's wrong. Hybrid theology designed only to validate his own supreme status. Hey, I was free the innocent Murdungam. Yeah, really, man. I really feel bad for that Murdunga. So Gora, when I was broadcasting I got sound now, right? I got sound, right? No sound. Am I on with the sound? When I was broadcasting him earlier, he was reading from the Bible, and he actually was saying exactly what I was saying. He can get more people. He can cast a wider net if he uses the Bible. I don't know what happened, man. Something, my internet. I think we're having a storm, so something might be going on with the internet. And if I go off again, I do apologize. Okay, so let me see. I got a couple more. I want to do a couple more. I want to get through these videos. No, not that one. What is this? Okay, I don't know what this is, but let's take a look. Oh, hold on. I got no sound. I'm showing sound. I'm showing I got sound. Everything's working. Are you telling me there's no sound? Greetings, R2D2. R2D2, is there sound? Somebody tell me if there's sound. Yeah, I mean, they're all crazy. Do I have sound? Am my sounds working? You hear me? Okay, good. Okay, everybody hears me. Okay, good. I want to make sure that sound's working. Yeah, sometimes when I show something, it will mute me, and I don't realize it. Other times it doesn't, and I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, sound's working good. Okay, so I don't know what this is, but I'm going to show it to you. Okay, here we go. I don't know how I missed this, but here we go.
One of the newest swamis in the Hare Krishna religion is a convicted killer and drug dealer charged with the suspected murder for hire of an excommunicated member of the India-based sect. The swami, Thomas Drescher, number 150196 at the West Virginia State Penitentiary, denies slaying anyone and says, "My business, my mission is to preach."
Wow. So he's how do you like that? He's he's 155906 Swami. He's Bhakti 15906. That's his. He's 15906 Swami. He doesn't have a name. He's just a number. He's number Swami. He's number Maharaj. He's Maha. This guy's a murderer. This guy's a murderer, but he's a Maha.
Maha, aha, Maha, aha. You like to speak that? I like to talk that.
How can you be How can you be in a cult or a religion or be following a cult that has a murderer as a swami, as a guru? I mean, come on, people. Come on, people. I mean, come on, people. I can't believe it, man.
Well, isn't that special?
How do they make a 1506996 Swami? How do they do that? How do they do that?
Maha, aha, Maha, aha. You like to speak that? I like to talk that.
How do they do that? I don't get it.
Drescher, 38, is a key figure in a 15-month investigation of nearby New Vrindaban, the biggest Krishna community in North America, with several hundred saffron-robed, shaven-headed devotees. Law enforcement authorities suspect that Drescher gunned down Stephen Bryant, 33, in Los Angeles on May 22, 1986, to silence the dissident, who had alleged criminal activity at the mountain commune. From child abuse to drug dealing, the case has placed a spotlight on New Vrindaban and has enlarged an existing wedge between it and the governing body commission of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, which has an estimate.
You think making this convicted murderer a Swami would cause problems within the cult? It's insane. It's fucking insane, man. Hey, Lochan, good to see you, man. I saw you giving Gorahari a hard time, and he kicked you out and then was talking shit about you. The dude is melting down. The dude is melting down, and I'm glad. I'm glad because he called me a demon. He said I'm a demon, and now he's got to, he's got to deal with me now. I'm a demon, and I'm a demon. I'm a demon then. Demon's gonna demon. You want to call me a demon and tell your people that I need my head cut off and all this bullshit and talk shit about me? Well, then I'm a demon then. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
5,000 full-time devotees. Half in North America. Last March, the commission excommunicated New Vrindaban's spiritual leader, Kirtanananda Swami Bhaktipada, formerly Keith Ham. In doing so, it cited investigations of the community that stem from Bryant's death and allegations, and accused Bhaktipada, 50, of insubordination and of trying to form his own movement. On July 22nd, when New Vrindaban ordained Drescher as a Swami, a post normally given after long-time service, the governing body commission denounced the move as unwarranted and invalid. Drescher was convicted in 1979 of manufacturing and distributing drugs and was found guilty last January of the 1983 slaying of a Krishna devotee. He is awaiting trial for the murder of Bryant. Drescher carries prayer beads in his right hand and has tattoos of Lord Krishna on both forearms. Bhaktipada says Drescher went from a fringy, one who strayed from Krishna tenets, to a good devotee since being imprisoned a year ago and deserved becoming a Swami. William De
They make murderers can become swamis. The murderers can become swamis. These people are insane. They're delusional. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Now I'm not. Here we go. Bing. There we go. Okay. The live watch. Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. When he says something stupid, I can put up the truth, and to show how he's lying. I think it's hilarious, and I know it's driving him friggin' insane. It's driving. It just shows you, it just shows you how friggin' insane, stupid, childish these people are. There ain't no advanced anything. There's no advanced anything. None of them. No Hugh Turvey. No Brian Tibbetts. No, none of this. None of these friggin' idiots, man. Wait a minute. What did you say here? I gotta stop this. What are you saying? If a pedophile can become a Swami, why not a murderer? Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. You're making sense now, Lochan. Maybe you should become guru. With little wisdom like that. With wisdom like that, dude, man, I'm gonna call you guru. I'm gonna call you Swami, Aviator Lochan Swami. You fuckers, absolutely.
You're a fucker, man. You're fucked up, motherfucker, man. Fucker, man. How you're a fucking prick and asshole. I hate your fucking blasphemy, Prabhu.
Yeah, R2D2. You're right. It's like rotten, like all of them, Let's see what this is. Oh my goodness.
I've never been so outraged in my life. And when he found out that this had gone on at Vrindavan, he did nothing about it at all. I still haven't gotten over it. But then I thought, well, I should be like Dan.
So this Kirtanananda is actually, I'm surprised that this Gaurahari is not into Kirtanananda, because he was the first one to try to bring the Bible and Christian stuff into Hare Krishna with his robes and biblical prayers and the chanting the mantra in English and all this bullshit, combining the two together. I'm surprised that Gaurahari is not a Kirtanananda follower, since it seems like, and I'm going to say that Kirtanananda probably did it better than Gaurahari. He probably did it better. Yeah, you're Aviator Lochan Swami. Yeah, absolutely. You know way more than he does. I mean, we all do. We all do. We all know more than he does. It's so funny. This is him today.
I deserve good things. I am entitled to my share of happiness. I refuse to beat myself up. I am an attractive person. I am fun to be with. I'm going to do a terrific show today, and I'm going to help people because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
Okay, since we got on this Kirtanananda Slochan Thomas Drescher 195105906 Swami. Let's see, we got this video. It's kind of I gotta say, this has to be probably like, where am I? I can't get rid of that. I guess not. It's gotta be so sad for a mother. It's gotta be the saddest thing for a mother to. It's gotta be so sad for a mother to wants the best for her son, to watch him grow up, to want to protect him from all kinds of things in life, to go through school, as a Boy Scout, Eagle Scout, whatever he was, high school. He's the same age as my brother. Go through school. All these things, and then he's got his whole life ahead of him. Here, high school probably. High school, graduating high school. His dog, look at him, he's just like a normal kid. normal kid. Gets messed up with his cult. Gets messed up with his cult, man. Gets messed up with his cult. He gets messed up with his cult and he ends up shot in the head. For what? Because Kirtanananda was abusing his son? Because his wife was brainwashed by Kirtanananda? The same way that this Radhe, her husband, is brainwashed by this friggin' Gaurahari? It's the same shit. And they don't have any kids, and he's not molesting the kids. Well, there are no kids involved. But it's the same shit. These gurus getting involved with people's wives and families and parents and kids and children and relationships, not giving a fuck, thinking they're God. Convincing friggin' his wife that Kirtanananda is God, just like this Gaurahari convincing this Lalita that he's God or he's a God man or whatever the fuck got these people's heads so fucked up. Got this guy's head so fucked up. His wife's head so fucked up. There it is. Now he becomes a Hare Krishna. He becomes a Hare Krishna, and then within 10 years, he's dead. Shot in the head by these freaks. It's a mother's worst nightmare. He grows up, she protects him. Got to go through school, whatever, protect, thinking that she's trying, looking out for him, like raising it as a parent, raising the child. And then he he's in high school, he gets out of high school, whatever. He ends up with the Hare Krishnas. She's probably thinking, oh my God, I hope everything's okay. No, he ends up getting shot in the head by some freak who goes on to become a Swami. Swami 105906 Swami. Inmate, a felon, felony murder. He's a murderer. He's in jail. He's inmate number 15906. And they make him a Swami. Now he's Swami 10950. Whatever the fuck. It's insanity. But this guy's dead now. Because of these freaks and their delusions and their insanity. Thinking that this guy was a demon. They thought he was a demon, so they shot him. All he wanted to do was get the fuck out with his kid. He wanted to get out with his kid, and so they shot him in the head. And go on to make the killer a Swami. You need to tell me that these people are not delusional, out of their goddamn minds? And these people talking about that they want to beat me with the stick of knowledge. They want to I'm Sissy Paul, I should have my head cut off. I've made so many offenses, it's time for them to put an end to it, whatever the fuck they're talking about. And I look at this guy, and you want me to just think that they're just joking around, they're just fooling around? Fucking psychos. Shoot a guy in the head and then make the killer a goddamn Swami? Fucking And then his kids end up dead. His little boys end up drowned. His sons end up dead. They killed his kids too. You know, they could say, well, it was an accident. We don't know. Fuck that. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence that his kids end up dead too. Right? Yeah. Sure. Sure, Mike. Sure. Man, I'm telling you, man. It's so sad what this cult does to people. It is so sad. It is so, this is one of the saddest stories, if not the saddest story. The lady on fire is sad. I mean, all the kids are sad. Every story is sad. Every story is sad. I don't care if it's Salochan, if it's Rupa Manjari, if it's my daughter, or if it's the guy with his teeth knocked out, or is Nrsingananda's son, or Jagjivan, or Janardana. I don't know which one's worse. They're all fucking bad because people end up harmed. And people want to sit there. These people want to sit there and say, "Oh, it's love of God. It's Krishna Prem. Oh, I'm having ecstatic symptoms." Fuck your ecstatic symptoms. Tell Salochan's mother about your ecstatic symptoms. Let me hear how much she wants to hear. Tell me about how great that makes her feel. Go tell Salochan's mother about your ecstatic symptoms and your Krishna Prem in the heart, and how you're going to save humanity, you're going to save the world, and your mission is so great. Yeah, go tell Salochan's mother. I'm sure she wants to hear all about it. Your fucking bhakti yoga crap with your fucking demons and your delusions, and calling people demons and calling people all kinds of names, and talking about friggin' beating them with a stick of knowledge, and I'm going to defeat this, and it's war, and this and that. You fucking sick, fucking disgusting people, man. You guys are fucking disgusting people.
You're a fucker, man. You're fucked up. Motherfucker, man. Fucker, man. You're a fucking prick and asshole. I hate your fucking blasphemy, Prabhu.
You know, the guy was only 33 years old, man. The guy was only 33 years old. If he hadn't been shot, he'd be 70. He'd be like 74 years old or something now. He would have just turned 74. It's really friggin' sad, man. For this guy. He died for this piece of shit. For this piece of shit. If it wasn't for this piece of shit, that guy would still be alive, man. He'd still be alive. Oh, and look, they got his picture next to him, like Prabhupada didn't have anything to do with it. Like, this guy didn't die because of this guy's friggin' stories and his fucking bullshit brainwashing. Like, he's not directly responsible for this guy getting shot in the head. I swear to God, this fucking cult is disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.
If you see somebody who's...
I swear, man. What happened? Louis Black.
If you see somebody who's crazy and you don't realize they're crazy, then you're fucking crazy.
That's just you know, I don't know. It drives me fucking insane. It drives me insane when I think about this guy. He's only 33 years old. 33 years old. He had 2 kids and a wife. I mean, the whole friggin' family got wiped out. Yeah, I've said this before. I'll say it again. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I don't think they murdered him. I don't think they give a fuck about murdering him. They got what do they got caught? They're gonna murder this guy over his stupid book? Like, who cares? They're gonna go to jail, maybe get the death penalty. I don't know if they have the death penalty in India. They're gonna risk going to jail, killing this guy over his book when he brings in so much money for them. I just don't believe that they gave a fuck about this guy enough to risk everything to kill him. Why? What's he gonna do? I think that India's a dangerous place when you've got water heaters that you plug in the wall and you put them in a bucket of water. You can fucking electrocute the fuck out of yourself with that thing. They got heaters that they plug in and it's cold as fuck, and they put these heaters that can fall over and start a fire. They got these gas canisters in there. They got candles and incense. I mean, anything can look behind me. I mean, goddamn, anything can happen there, and it does. This is dangerous. You get electrocuted. Step in a puddle of water. There's a wire, loose wire. You touch something. This is freaking dangerous. There's so many accidents. So many. I got something blew up and knocked me in the head. I could have been killed, man. It's fucking insane, man. I'm on a rickshaw, something, bam, it explodes. I get hit in the head. It felt like someone hit me in the head with a bat. That's what it felt like. It felt like somebody hit me in the head with a bat. I was like, ah. And I did. I thought somebody hit me with a bat. I looked around for somebody with a swinging a stick. It was a little piece of metal from something that exploded, and this little piece of shrapnel hit me in the head. And my friend said, "Oh, you're lucky. If this had gone in your head, you'd be dead right now." And I was like, "Oh, I don't even want to think about that." So this Indra guy, he was careless. Whatever happened, he started a fire and the place burned down. That to me, that's what I think. Now, is it possible they killed him? Yeah, it's possible. I don't think they did. I just don't think they did. I just don't think they did. Is there more to this? I don't know if there's more to this. They put their faces together like they're buddies. Like they're buddies, and I don't like that. I don't like that they put their get some old crumbly rice. It's all you need to be a genuine Vaishnav. The famous Catholic monk Thomas Merton died in India from a heater falling in his bathtub. Yeah, I mean there's so many things can happen. It can be dangerous. It can you really it can be dangerous. You can touch the wrong thing, expose the wire, something shorting out, fire can start. There's no exit because you're in a concrete bunker with one door. It can be a dangerous place. It can absolutely be a dangerous place. I think I got time for a couple more. I don't know what this is, but let's see what this craziness is. It's going to be crazy.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari.
Just the normal worshiping a statue of a fiberglass statue of a dead guy. That's totally normal. It's totally normal.
Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Now you bring up a good point, Duke. That's why they need to go back to cow and plow. Can't actually have safe utilities. Yeah, I don't know whose idea it was to have India have 220 volts. But that's definitely not safe. I mean, these people, the stuff they do, and I love the ingenuity. I love how they just start building shit, and they got welding torches and all just these machines. They got all kinds of machines going on, and the guy that was ironing my clothes, his iron, he just hooked the wires up to the main power that was running down the street. He would hook the wires up. He would hook the wires up to the wire. It's like if I had in LA, if I had a wire going from my iron to the power pole, and I would just hook the wire on when I wanted to turn the iron, I just hook the wire to the power line running down the street. That's what he was doing. That's how he was getting his power he was the laundry guy. And I swear, I'm not making it up. He would just hook the wires up onto the wire that was running down the street. And then he would iron the clothes. And when he was done, he would unhook the wire. That's how they do shit over there. That's how they do shit. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And you wonder why this guy burned up in his freaking. He can't have safe utilities. I'm gonna tell you, man. I was standing somewhere like right here, and it was at night, and all of a sudden the power went out, as it does. The power went out completely, dark, and as some people have they got little generators, so there was a little bit of light, but it was dark, and somebody was trying to get the power going back on, and they had this fuse that was like the size of, I don't know, it was big, it was a fuse, and he's trying to jam it in this thing, and all of a sudden this lightning bolt shot out, like 5 feet long lightning bolt just came out of the socket, and it was crazy. And I was standing there, and it was just and the guy didn't give a shit. He's just lightning bolts are flying out, and he's and he snaps it back in, and all the power went back on, and then they went on like it was nothing, like that was normal. Like that was normal, okay? It was insane, okay? I'm just saying, I had never seen anything like it. I had never seen anything like, yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was, man. It just shot out of the thing, 440 volts or 220 volts. It's a lot of power, man. That's a lot of.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus, man. Okay, I want to get back to this wedding. This is a child wedding, I guess, a child marriage. I don't know.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya 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 Radha Ramana.
He's going to treat her nice in front of all these people, but then, it's going to be the typical Vedic wedding where he treats the wife like shit. I mean, that's what it is. I'm sorry to say, but they treat their women like shit. I don't care what anybody says. They treat their women like shit. I was watching that guy living in a storage unit. That's basically what it's like. That's what it's like in India. It's like living in a storage unit. It's pretty bad. What happened? What happened?
Govinda Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Govinda Jaya Shri Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda.
Yeah, I imagine marrying a guy who looks like an asexual alien. I know. Can you imagine? Getting married and like the getting married and the number one thing in the cult is like you can't have sex, and you can only have sex for children, and you know that's just not going on. I'm sorry, but that's not happening. It's such a fucked up. Nothing about this cult is normal. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's nothing about it is normal. Sorry, I'm not racist, but all these white Krishna guys look the same. Yeah, all these women look the same to me because they dress the same and their hair is the same. They have all their hair is like pulled down on their head, the same. It's all the same. They get to have sex once a year. It's so stupid. Who would? I just don't get it. Like, you got it. The promise of being an advanced person is such a draw. Is such, being, the reward is infinite knowledge, and you get to be the best friggin' person there ever is because you're a pure devotee, and you're going back to Godhead, and you're going to be a 12-year-old girl, and you're going to have sex with Krishna, and all of this. I mean, it's so stupid. It's
Maha, aha, Maha, aha. You like to speak that? I like to talk that.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. First red flag. You're marrying an asexual alien. Yeah, I should have seen that flag. Hey girl, don't you know your husband looks like an asexual alien? I never noticed it before. No, I never saw it. What do you mean? I don't get. Well, yeah, look at him. He looks like that thing that came off of a Close Encounters. It's a guy from Close Encounters. It's E.T. E.T. It's like, it is absolutely. It is. I'm telling you, man, it is a maha, aha, it is
Maha, aha, maha, aha. You like to speak that? I like to talk that.
food, costumes, and dancing is debate. And the promise of being the most advanced spiritual, you're basically a monk. I mean, I am a monk, man. I'm a monk. You know how much work it takes to be a monk? Well, I got to be a monk just for like I chant my magic words. And I put this stuff on my head and I got these beads on and I wear this funky clothes. And now I'm a monk. I went from punk to monk. Man, isn't that amazing? I mean, who gets to do that? Who gets to go from punk to monk? No matter what you are, you get to become a monk like that. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. Just put this shit on your face and Hare Krishna, and now you're a monk. I'm a monk, everybody. Hey guys, remember me? Yeah. Remember we went to high school together? Yeah, about 10 years ago. It was a 10-year reunion. Hey, look at me. I'm a monk now. Remember me? I used to play in that band, but now I'm a monk. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? That is crazy. I don't know. Well, because this guy came to me in a dream. And he said, you know what? I really like you. I think you're really good at what you're doing. The laughing and the crying. Yeah, you're my guy. And he made me a guru. I can't help it. I said, me? Me? Really? You want me? You want me to be a guru? I can't dance. You want me to be a guru? I mean, seriously.
You're a fucker, man.
I said, you're a fucker, man. I said, fuck you, motherfucker.
Man.
I said, you're a fucker.
You're a fucking prick and asshole.
You're a fucking prick and
I
asshole.
hate your fucking
and he
blasphemy,
said,
Prabhu.
Perfect. That's exactly you. You're my guy. He said, you're my guy. And I said, can I fuck with the Jesus? And he said,
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
He said, nobody fucks with the Jesus. And I said, well, damn, are you sure? And he said, well,
Deaf man's pension has been mismanaged.
oh, well, in that case, I guess, so stupid. It's so stupid, man. Okay, what do we got here? Oops. What happened? Oh, look, it's the meeting of the minds. It's the meeting of the minds. Ah! God damn it, I can't believe it. It's the meeting of the minds, man. They're all together. We're all together and all together. We're all together. We're all together and the all together. Oh my God. We got Swimmer Pod. We got Swimmer Pod and we got Giant Potato Head. And I don't know who these other fuckers are, but they're all there. They're all together and all together, but all together, but all together. It's Bhakti Sara Govindananda Swami. So stupid. It's so stupid.
Bhakti Sara Govindananda Swami.
Oh, he's getting his woody. He got his woody. A man gets his woody. Oh, look, this is so gay. This is so gay. Okay. Well, that explains it. That explains it. They're in Mayapur. Is the stuff.
Yadi Prabhupada hoito, tabe ki hoito.
It's so gay. This is so gay. I'm sorry. I'm not homophobic or anything, but I'm just saying these guys, they preach against homosexuality. They preach against illicit sex. They preach and preach and preach against the homosex and homosex this and homosex that. But these guys do the gayest shit constantly. They're constantly doing the gayest shit.
Yadi Prabhupada hoito, tabe ki hoito. E jivana bahita.
Come on, man. What are you doing? This is what are you doing? What are you? What are you doing?
Well, isn't that special?
Oh my.
No! I can't take anymore. I've had it with you.
They're like, how can we make this any more gay? How about if we all just rub mud on him? What if we all rub mud on him? Is that gay enough? Yeah, let's try that. That sounds good. Let's so stupid. So much stuff in it. Oh my goodness, I can't take it, man. I'm telling you, this is.
If you see somebody who's crazy and you don't realize they're crazy, then you're fucking crazy.
Sing it with me, and then you'll know. You go, lady.
You know, this guy is so messed up physically. This guy's so messed up physically that he can't even. The guy's so messed up physically he can't even do what he's supposed to be doing. They got to do it for him, and you know, I wish him the best of health. I wish he would get better, and then he would leave this cult. But he's a creep. He even though he's in bad health. He's still a scammer, con artist, narcissistic piece of shit guru, fucker who's responsible for so much harm and so much everything. So even though, yeah, he's in bad health, and you know, I'm surprised he's still, you know, with us. I wish he would get better. You know, I don't wish him any bad anything, but he's a scammer. He needs to come clean. He needs to clear his conscience of all this crap.
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
You have to admit, shaving another guy's head with a straight razor is pretty hardcore. They don't even do that at biker rallies. I've had where I've got my head. Where I've got my haircut, I've had him pull out the straight razor, and it is pretty hardcore. It is pretty hardcore. But I think if you're not in a barber shop and you're shaving another guy's head with a razor, that's kind of gay. I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know. Man, mud wrestling with a Brahmin thread. God, it's so funny. Oh, man.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Oh,
Unga!
Okay, I think I'm going to do one more. And then call it a night. Let me see. Let me get. What do we got here? What's this one? Oh, let's see what we got coming up. Oh, another. There we go. Another meeting of the mind. Another meeting of the minds, man. Another with their little. Oh, they're getting naked. What are they doing? Oh, he's putting on his. Worshipping another man, it definitely, it's just, this is weird, man. There's something, look at these guys, man. Look at these friggin' cult freaks, pedophile freaks, man. They can't denounce child marriage. They can't denounce, pedophilia and pedophiles, pedophile gurus that got no problem with them. They got them in Mayapur living there. Gurus they don't care. They just don't give a fuck. They're so into their I'm special and I've got my head shaved and I've got the orange on and I'm spiritually like I chant my rounds and I bow down. I drink the foot wash. It's just so delusional and so it's just mental illness on top of mental illness on top of mental illness. And I'm gonna make a fire and we're gonna throw our rice and go swaha and we're gonna worship another man and we're gonna worship his feet. Then we're gonna wash his feet and we're gonna drink the foot wash off of the guy's feet. Are you ready for that? Are we clear?
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Has the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
It's freaking insane, man. And all of these people, to bring it back around, and I'm gonna wrap it up. To bring it back around. All these people here, they believe in demons. They believe in Yamaduttas. They believe in the Yamaduttas. They believe in demons. They believe in all kinds of wacky, weird shit. Okay. I'm just saying.
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
That's and that's part of the psychosis. That's part of the delusion. It's all part of the package. It comes with the program: the shaved head, the orange robes, the beads, the tilak, the chanting, the fire sacrifice, the swaha, the pedophilia, the child marriage. The women have small brains and like to be raped, and not giving a fuck about their kids and not giving a fuck about their families, and saying that they're not the body, and yet they're totally into the body of little girls. It's so insane. I mean, if you want to talk about demons, if you want to talk about demonics and demoniac and demons, just take a look at these people, okay? There's your demons, if you want to call anybody demons. It's these people right here that say that women have small brains and women like to be raped. That's evil. That's evil enough. Saying that women like to be raped is goddamn downright evil. It's basically just saying, hey, we don't give a fuck about women. We don't care about women enough to care about their rights, to care about their autonomy, to care about their sexuality, all of that. We don't care. We say they have small brains. And how can you be for women's rights or women anything if you want to marry little girls off? To who? Grown men. Who are you protecting them from? Grown men. Oh, so you're going to protect little girls from grown men by marrying them to grown men. Are you fucking insane? You fucking sick fucks. I'm telling you, if there's anybody a demon, it's these people. These are the demons. If you want to call anybody a demon, it's these people. I don't believe in demons, but I'm just saying. If you have a proclivity to calling people demons, it's these guys. It's people scamming people. It's people scamming innocent people out of their friggin' out of their fucking minds is what you're doing. Friggin' cheating them out of their minds. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me wrap this up here by just saying that if you want to call anybody evil and demon, look no further Look no
I'm just
further than
reading
this.
100 inspiring verses from the Bible.
You got a guy here, a dreaming fucking piece of shit, dreaming fucking douchebag, never done shit in his life. Thinks he's God's gift to the world. Fucking nothing but an ordinary, common, scamming con artist. He's a con artist, this guy. Scamming these mentally deficient people who've got no common sense to tell this guy, you take your fucking dream and shove it up your ass. They don't have the common sense to tell this dreaming douchebag to take his dream and shove it up his ass. They don't have enough sense. They don't have enough sense. They don't have enough sense, these people.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
He fucking proud of his goddamn dream. Proud of his goddamn dream. These people are, and all of these people, Harvard dumbass, Hugh Turvey, Brian Tibbetts, all of them. They're no different. Tripperari, Boobarari, Babaraba, all of these fuckers. They ain't got nothing. They got no mercy to give. They got no mercy to give. Yeah, how stupid you gotta be to think that this guy has got mercy to give to somebody. This guy? Come on, man.
If you see somebody who's crazy and you don't realize they're crazy, then you're fucking crazy.
So I'm just reading from that. I notice I like to do that, even with the Vedas. I like to just take the verses, like the verses about bhakti and devotion, and just read them and then talk about them. Because, in the Bible, the same thing. I want to.
Like that's, he came up with something new. He came up with something new. He likes to, hey guys, I came up with something new. I like to read the verses and then talk about them. Hey, how special am I? I'm so special. I just came up with a new thing. It's called, I read the verses and then I talk about them. I'm done. I'm done with this fucking douchebag. Let's take one more look at this douchebag, okay? Oh my God. Fucking stupid. Do you want to catch some real insanity? Should we check some real insanity here? See what's going on with this? Oh my God. I'm afraid to show it because I'm afraid the crazy. He came up with something new. He came up with something new. No, so stupid. Look at this.
Basta Chadeja Tarini. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Gadadhara. Srivas. Adikora Bhaktavrinda. Jaya Sri Krishna.
She thinks that we believe this. She thinks we believe that she's really in this in this state of mind where she's mental because of this it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Fake human. Fake human is the best. Fake human is the best. Fake human. Oh my God, it's so stupid.
Читаю. Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasi Adi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare. Okay, I will make it short, I will read
boy.
a few verses and that's it.
Oh, boy.
I have too much pain. And sometimes,
Oh, she learned how to do that. She learned how to do that.
So, my whole right side is so painful. So, yeah, I still have that. Those verses of Yamaduttas.
I can dance.
Of yesterday.
Yay. Sing it
I will
with
do
me,
that.
and then you'll know.
That last
You go,
little
lady.
chapter of the power of Radharani's love. Oh, it's longer than I thought. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. Because the one before was very short. The power of Krishna's lotus feet. That was very short. And now it's the power of Radharani's pure love. Let's go how far I can. Just a minute, I check here. I want some cool wind. Yeah. Yeah. I have some. So, oh glories to my Maharaj, Sri Gaura Haritas, oh glories to you. Oh glories to Yamaduttas. Glory to Sri.
And now, live from the Belgium psychiatric ward at the State Hospital in Brussels, it's the Lalita Ganga Show. Yay! Here she is live.
I see. Hare Krishna. Jaya Shri Krishna Jaya Ramanitya Sri Advaita Kathatara Sri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Glories to Srimati Radharani. And the glories to Krishna.
Nothing like snotting it up and just grabbing a booger for the Lord. Here, hold on while I. There, okay, I got. Oh, okay, now we can go on. Let's go on. So stupid.
Rukmini continues, my dear Lord, you control everyone in the three worlds. No one can control you. Now please listen. I'm going to tell you something from the bottom of my heart.
Hey, buddy.
Whoever has intense
Glad you're stopping by. You got to watch on the replay. Absolutely. Oh, this is so sad. This is so sad.
Your lotus feet will definitely taste transcendental ecstasy.
Hey, you think she's out of her mind now? You think she's nuts now? Wait till she realizes that this is all a bunch of bullshit, and she's been acting like this because she's nuts. I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she can. I don't think she can mentally take it. I don't think she can. She's totally nuts. She's completely nuts because she's totally faking it. She knows she's faking it, but she's convinced herself she's not faking it. But you can't do that unless you're insane, okay? That's just it. That's the only way it works, okay? That's the only way it works. It's just... Gora said because they are innocent like children, so they can be naked if they want. Yeah, I'm just telling you, man, these people are out of their minds. These people are friggin' out of their goddamn minds. I don't know what happened. Am I back in the saddle again? Boom, there we go. Okay. I reckon that Hot Lips went more bazooka after Gaurahari was discovered by Sri Bhakti. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to take responsibility for this. I believe that these people were just as wacky before we came along, before I came along, before we came along. They've been like this for like 9, 10, 20 years. They've been like this for like 20 years, okay? She's totally nuts. She is so, okay, I'm going to do one more little look at her, and I'm going to call it quits. Just for fun, okay? Just.
No one can control him. But what she says is very powerful, very deep. Whoever has intense attachment to serving your lotus feet will definitely taste.
What does she know? You know, what does she know about serving the lotus feet of the Lord? What does she know about devotional service? What does she know? Has she ever served under a real guru? Has she ever really served in a temple? Has she ever lived in an ashram? Has she ever lived, in India, in Vrindavan, in Mayapur? What does she know about service? She talks about devotional service and service to the lotus feet, but what does she know about service other than going out out to the promenade where she lives and singing about Gauri Hari Das? Other than that, what does she know about service? Seriously, what is she?
transcendental ecstasy, so you can control them.
Oh, here we go with the snotting.
Because you taste the ecstasy. He can't resist the devotion. She continued, she said, because I am completely.
This is. I believe she's manic. I believe she's convinced herself that this is how she is now. Like, can you imagine if she was, at the post office, and she was acting like this at the post office? She's like, "Can I have a 50-cent stamp? I want to mail this letter. I want to mail a letter to this. I need a stamp." Okay, if she was acting like that at the post office, people would say she's nuts, and they'd cart her away. If she was acting like that in the supermarket, they would say, "What's wrong with you? Are you okay?" "I'm okay. I'm just happy." Right? They would say, "There's something wrong with you." If she did this anywhere else, I mean, she does it in public on the promenade. She does this, and everyone thinks she's nuts, and they act like she's crazy. And she says, "They all look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm possessed, like I'm not." Yes, absolutely. What else do you want them to think? Do you see anybody else acting like this at any time of the day, anywhere? No, this is not normal. Now, the people that do act like this have mental problems. And if you're worshiping a guy that was doing this, chances are he had mental problems. And you got mental problems too. When is her medication time? I know. She's skipping medication time. I'll tell you that right now. Weird. How about going last to sleep, get up next day and have 16 ready before Mangalartik? Do that on a prolonged period and time, and gurus would glorify you as the best brainwashed clown. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And we did that shit on our own because we wanted to advance or whatever. Like I was living, I didn't live at the temple, but even the devotees that lived at the temple on Watsika didn't have to go to Mangalarti, because I was driving from a mile away. I would drive to the temple before I lived around the corner. When I lived about a mile away, I would drive to the temple from Mangalarti. And when I got there, I was like, there was like 8 people in the temple. I'm like, there's like 50 people live on this street. There's 8 people in the temple room. Yeah, nobody in there. And I was getting up and doing it on my own. Other doing it on our own, going and doing it because I felt like this is Krishna consciousness. This is what Prabhupada says. We get up, we go, take a shower, we go to Mangalartik, we do Tulsi, we chant our rounds, then we greet the deities, we Guru Puja, and then we go do our service, and we come back. These people, they've never done shit like that. It's all performance. It's all performance. That's all they know how to do. That's all they can do is cosplay.
Devoted.
Dig up in there. Get up in there.
Surrender to you. I can experience.
Weird Planet. If they told her they were gonna lock her up because she's nuts, she'd stop doing this. She'd stop. She'd say, "No, I'm okay. No, you don't have to lock me up. I'm okay. I don't. I'm good."
experience the ecstasy of worshipping your lotus feet. And it's always getting worse.
Hey,
and
Snoggle,
worse.
thanks for
And
stopping by.
stronger and stronger.
Everybody, please hit that like,
And
share, and
better
subscribe button.
You, however, you are the supreme Lord. So, how can you understand this ecstasy? How can you understand? Besides me, only Srimati Radharani knows how to relish the mellows of love.
All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. It's just too much crazy. It's just too much crazy. You can't hang around crazy people like this. You'll start to go crazy. Seriously, seriously, man, I can't.
I can't take anymore.
I can't take any more. There's too much.
I've had it with you.
It's like thick, crazy with a layer of insanity and then another layer of crazy. It's like a big mental illness sandwich of just, it's like a double-decker fucking insanity burger. I mean, I don't know. It's just in her fakedness outclassed Fuzzy Bear. Yeah, it just, man, it's too much, man. I'm telling you, it's really just, it's too.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
And I really feel sorry for her. That's why I'm saying, and you know, I don't want to say it's tough love, but you know, I hope that she can wake up and see that this guy and these people and this bullshit is not healthy. It's just not healthy. And we can all see it but her.
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
Yeah, well, you know, here in Thailand, they put holy basil in everything, and it's good. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it. Hybrid theological bullshit cult hive mind. It's a few knuckleheads, man. Okay, everybody. Hey, I want to thank everybody for being here. It's been so much fun. It's so much fun.
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
It's so much fun with everybody hanging out, goofing on this cult. It does so much damage. But you know what? Laughter is the best medicine, because they got to know the one thing they hate the most is to be laughed at, because they think they're so high and mighty and they're pure this and pure that. And for them to be laughed, just clean up, just straight up laughed at to their face, just laugh at you, just laugh at you. Yeah, I don't know. I think, I don't know. I think it's like Cuckoo's Nest. Once they start acting crazy, I don't know if they can come back from it. I think they can, but I don't know. It's hard to say, Duke. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. I'm not sure if they could. I'm not sure if they can hide their craziness. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. Maybe, I don't know. I'm up in the air. That's a good thing to explore. We're gonna have to explore that. Can they come back? Can they come back from the crazy? Can they get off the can they get on the wagon? Can they get on the wagon? The crazy wagon. Can they get on the crazy wagon? Hey everybody, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Scam and Duke and Rafal and Footwater. I want to thank you, Footwater, for coming, and please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Please leave a comment. Please leave a comment. And Fake Human, Duke Squirrels, Snoggle. I want to thank Snoggle and Weird Planet. And N, I want to thank N. Who knows what she's going to, who knows what she can do. AJ and Howard Johnson, I think. And who else was here? Jolynn and Jenna Morton. And Footwater again. And Dr. T. I got to remember Dr. T. And is there anybody else? And Lochan. Thanks, Lochan, for coming, for squeezing on in here. And anybody else? I don't know who else was here. R2D2. Beep boop, beep boop. Boop boop bop beep boop boop. I can't whistle right now. So I want to thank R2D2 and everybody. I just want to thank everybody. It was so much fun. So much fun with all of you. And I gotta ring the bell. What's wrong with my bell? There's my bell. And even a little. There we go. And this is the time when you get to see me when I was a Hare Krishna, and I was actually doing, unlike these freaks, unlike these Gaurahari freaks, we actually did real service. We read the books. We distributed books. We went on Harinam. We didn't just do this. We didn't just do this bullshit.
Has the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Hell! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
He believes in nothing. He believes in nothing, Labosky, nothing. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.